Good morning. Alarm's going off. It is 10 o'clock. Woohoo. Okay, friends, so we made it through the night. Shall we sit to begin? Just a note, I know that these are unconventional times and interesting means and methods being employed. So just a reminder in general to people that most people are monitoring, their class. If you're paying, how many classes you've taken and sending payment and all that. Just to, if you haven't looked at that in a while, take a look. And if you have any concerns or questions, always feel free to contact me. Okay. So let's begin by sitting, and we're going to explore a little bit of power, interesting word, strength. There are different kinds of strength, I feel, in our back, in our chest, and in our heart. So let's bring our hands to maybe start with both on your chest. Maybe one could be kind of mid and the other upper. Just take a moment to notice. What do you notice there? And letting the touch of your hands and the touch of your attention gently draw the movement of breath into your body, under your hands, especially on inhalation, noticing. Okay, now let's leave one hand in the front and take your other hand to your upper spine, if that's comfortable. If not, stay with what we are just doing. So your elbows up. And if you're, as if your hand, you could breathe between your hands, gently feeling or imagining that space opening up on the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. Okay, and then rest your arms. And then let's try this. So we're going to let the inhale raise our arms from the side to not too high so we close in here, but just where you can feel the chest open. Inhale. Exhale, leave your elbows up and bring your hands towards your upper back or spine. Maybe a little bow of the head. Inhaling, the fingers reach into the sky again. Exhale, the arms settle down into gravity. And like that, inhaling, gradual ascension. Exhale, leave the elbows floating. I find you can experiment. A little bow of the head is a nice little stretch. Inhale again, extend the arms. Exhale down. Okay, you get the idea. Go like that now from your breath timing. One more time. Beautiful. Good. And we've come to such an interesting day today. So we come to the last, we've been going through this journey with a few interjections of other themes, but these 12 names and qualities of the sun, pointing to what we could call the source. And so this last one is a mouthful, but I think it'll be fun to do. So this relates to the quality of shining and the light maker. So let's just start a couple times with what we know, and then we'll add the new thing. Om. again, please. Om Namah. Now listen. Bhaskaraya. 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 Again. Bhaskaraya namaha. Namaha. Listen to the whole line, then we'll repeat it. Om Bhaskaraya namaha. Om Bhaskaraya namaha. One more time. Om Bhaskaraya namaha. Now just let yourself rest your lips together, breathing through the nose, noticing how the chanting has affected your breath. Beautiful. All right, friends, so let's come to all fours and we'll explore this space that we've been focusing on. So from all fours, long spine, as you feel the inhalation, sternum lifts, little baby back bend. Exhale, draw in your belly and rest your pelvis towards your heels, bow your head. And then inhaling, chest is filling, head unfurls out of the chest. The head is the last thing to tilt up. And exhale, it's the first thing to start to bow as you draw in the belly, shifting back, folding, bowing. And like this a couple more times, linking the movement of your body to your breath. If you want to continue to explore the envelope breathing that we've been doing, where the breath precedes and possibly continues after the body movement. Okay. Now let's continue. The essential movement is there. Just adding on the inhales as you come to all fours, slide one foot back and lift it, but not to a pushed maximum, just to an easy gesture, backing up a little. Exhale, bend the knee, bow. And you could bow all the way back or half or 2/3, and then alternate the legs. Good. So as you lift the leg, the chest, there's a little sense of slight bow through the body. Yeah. If it stresses you to lift the leg, then just keep the foot on the floor and open up the front of the hip. You go like this a couple more times from your breath. Good. Try one more like that when you finish this one, and check that the standing leg, the leg that's you're kneeling on, the knee's right underneath the hip. The knee is right underneath the hip. All right, beautiful. Pause a moment after this repetition. Just notice the response of your system. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's so good to be doing yoga. right? Other times there might take a while for us to get going. So just honor whatever your experience is. Let's go again now in this zone of all fours, and we'll add downward dog if appropriate. So start in the folded position, child's posture. Pay attention to the genesis of your breath, okay? So as you inhale, let it carry you to all fours, lifting the chest, and exhale, downward dog. Good. Gently propose that. Then let's come down on the inhale, lower the knees to the floor, the knees land, gazing forward along the floor a bit, not too much lift of the head. Exhale back to that beginning configuration. Good. You can go like that again. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, then body moves, possibly staying a breath if it feels you're ready for that, or come back down. Let the heels descend, not lifting the heels. That can be a variation, but the heels, yeah, so the Achilles, beautiful. Eventually inhale, come down, exhale back to child's posture. When you get back to child's posture, relax your arms for a moment. Let your breath happen for a breath or two. And then we'll use this sequence to help us transition gradually to standing. So when ready, your next inhalation, come to all fours. Don't rush though, knowing that you're coming to standing. Enjoy the journey. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Stay for inhale. When you exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Good. Maybe you stay a breath, and on this next one or the following inhalation, lift your arms, come to standing. Nice. Yeah. When you come up from bending forward, avoid this gesture, everyone. Don't lift your face when you come up. That compresses your neck and your whole spine. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Yeah. So keep this, don't lift your chin. Lift the crown of the head and the fingertips. We'll focus on that a bit. Okay, good, we're standing. So let's try this. So we're going to now inhale, reach the arms from the side or the front. Nice. Exhale, bending forward. Forward bend. Belly flows in towards your spine. No swan dive. Keep the back of the neck long. Inhale, lift your arms, lengthen your arms and your spine. There you go. There you go. Exhale the arms down, drawing the belly in. So can you do this for just a moment? So your head is level or slightly tipped down. Touch your chin with your index finger, and then your thumb is on your sternum, right? Can you feel that distance? This distance should not open and close as you bend forward and come up, right? So when I go down, I don't want to open and collapse my neck or lift, right? So this is going to be a little weird, but can we try it? I think I'll try it. So just do one arm. Inhale, raise your arm. Now exhale, keep that distance between your chin and your chest as you bend forward. It's going to release at the bottom. But yeah, now when you come up, extend the one arm and come back to that same distance. Exhale, come down. Does that make a little bit of sense? So feel that now. You can repeat the finger reference if you want, or use both arms. Let's try that again. Inhaling. Exhaling, belly flows in. Keep the length, the distance between chin and chest. At the bottom, release. Good. Now, inhale, lengthen through the back of your body. That's it. Rise. Good. Strong like bull. Okay, try that again and stay a breath. Just explore for yourself. Beautiful, good. Okay, lovely. When that completes, if you're using a mat, be at the back of your mat. Turn out your right foot a bit, step your left foot forward. Let's, excuse me, let's try this pattern in warrior. Now where we inhale, raise your arms from the front. So reaching forward as you bend the front knee. And then reverse. Exhale as the arms lower and the leg lengthens. You draw in the belly. Everything together harmoniously, right? The whole universe moves together. Inhaling, bending, rising, reaching, pausing a bit. Exhale, draw in the belly, flowing back to where you started. Good. Now we'll add something next time. So inhale, face your palms forward. This will open up your chest. Stay there. Exhale, bend just the elbows like you did in the beginning. Maybe you bow your head slightly. Inhale, expand from the inside the chest. It radiates out through your arms. Now the chin might lift a little bit. Exhale, arms descend, leg lengthens. That's it. Let's go again like that. Inhaling, take several seconds, not too fast. Exhaling, bend the elbows. The elbows float up. You'll feel a stretch in your triceps. Inhale, extending. Exhale, releasing. Perfect, good. Okay, please step back. Pause a moment. What do you feel in your shoulders? Happiness? Flowing? If this is stressful, then do a different version with your arms if you're dealing with something in your neck or shoulders, okay? Should we try the other side? Turn out the left, right foot forward. Just for a moment, we give an extra special focus onto the sensory, the feeling of our feet with the floor, right? So we have that supple connection with the ground. And then the subtle connection to breathing, subtle and powerful. If the breath comes into the chest, it's like it ignites the body into this flowing action. And then exhale, the tide recedes, one could say. That's it. Inhaling, bending, that's it. Pause a little if you want, savor that feeling. Nourish, exhale. Belly is flowing in, supple support of your back and spine. Okay, and again, when you inhale, extend, bend the front knee, feel the back heel on the ground. Stay there, knee bent, exhale, bend the elbows, bow the head a little bit. Inhale, extending. Exhale, lower the arms, lengthen the leg. And go like that one more time with that special gesture in warrior. Elbows up, up, up. That's it. Stretch them up. And that's as stressful, of course. Yeah, interesting. So much in each one of these things. Beautiful. When your breath finishes, please step back. I was going to say when you finish, but then I said when your breath finishes, right? Not that we're separate from our breath, but a concept of ourself may be different than the freedom that our breath is, if that makes any sense. So let's do a little forward bend a couple times, and then we'll look at a version of squatting, baby squat, mama squat, papa squat, whatever. Okay, so start Inhaling, let the arms come up, and let's do forward bend first. So just like we did, bending forward, keeping that relationship of the back of the neck long. You could reference feel the length in the back of the neck and the skull as you come up. The chin is this soft relationship to the chest. Exhale, arms down. Yes, you've got this. One more time like that. Please stay a breath in the forward bend. Good. That's it. Good, good. Okay. So now we're going to work with Utkartasana, which basically means squatting. Some people do well to have a folded blanket under their heels. So the balls of the feet are on your mat or the floor and your heels are lifted some. Some people don't need that. If you're not sure, I would say give it a try one way and then the other. So let's have the feet, there are different ways to squat, but let's have the feet be about hip width apart. Feet are parallel generally, or for some people ever so slightly turned out. Not really turned out, just not. So we're going to start the same way now. Let's inhale and raise your arms from the front, palms forward. Keep the arms lifted. Exhale, lower your tail to the ground. Bend your knees strongly. Your torso will tip forward. Keep your chin to chest relationship. No, keep your head above your heart. We're in squat. Inhale, come back up. Raise the arms. Lengthen the legs. Exhale, arms down. Woo! Okay, let's try again. Inhaling, arms lift. Good. Exhale, squatting. Bring your pelvis to the ground. At the bottom and the end of your exhale, release your arms. Keep your back of your neck long. Heels stay on the ground. Don't lift your heels. Inhale, lift your arms, raise your arms. Come back up. Exhale, arms come down. So now some of us may bend just a few inches, some medium, some all the way into a full squat. Do what's comfortable. Don't lift your heels. It's not a wrong movement, but it won't stretch your back in the same way. Should we try again? Inhaling, arms lift from the front. Keep your arms lifted. Exhale, lower your anus is actually what I really want to say, to the ground, right? You're in the forest and you don't have a toilet. At the bottom, release your arms. Don't lift your heels. Only go as far as you can keep your heels down. There you go. Inhale, lift your arms, come back up. Exhale, arms down. Okay. Good. So now try that again. It's a lot of details there, right? Seems so simple, and it is, but it's also complex. Explore. We're yogis, we're exploring. Go ahead in your own pace. Keep your heels on the ground. You don't have to go all the way down. That's it. Yeah, and at the bottom you could release your head and then lengthen. That's it, Rochester. Okay, good. Maybe you're wondering, what got into Kevin? He's so particular today. Sometimes we got, focus a little bit on detail, right? You're doing great. Beautiful, friends. Let's try one more thing in standing. You stand comfortably. Your feet are underneath your pelvis. And only if it doesn't stress you, bring your feet just maybe a little closer than you might normally, unless that pinches or shortens your back. Maybe your feet are even together, okay? So let's try this gesture that we did at the beginning and explore it just a little bit more. So inhaling again, the arms are carried up. Feel the length of your whole body. Exhale. Now bend your elbows and hold on to your elbows and slightly bow your head. Stay for an inhale and for an exhale. Then inhale, float the arms into length and widen a bit. Exhale, arms come down. Now, if touching your elbows is uncomfortable, just wherever you can connect along your forearms. Let's try this again. Inhaling wide, gaze is long and low. Exhale, bow your head just a tiny bit more, connecting your fingers along your forearms or your elbows. Close your eyes perhaps for steady focus. Stay for inhale, chest expands. Stay for exhale, from the pubis to the navel, slightly above draws in. Stay for inhale, chest expands, then the arms open. Exhale, arms come down. Rest a moment, feel. Could you do that one more time, aiming to have each phase of the breath be, let's say, at least 5 or 6 seconds. Okay, do that same pattern, focusing on generally long inhale and exhale. Good. When you finish, separate your feet a little bit. Just stand in like a standing shavasana, loose, open, and feel the shining energy within you. You are the shining one. Beautiful. Okay, friends, so let's, I think actually we'll lie down. Take a gradual transition to come and lie on your back for a couple moments. So my teacher's teacher, Krishnamacharya, would have people practice so that their eyes stay, this is called drishti, right? The gaze. So the eyes would not dart about and look about and up and down, or that when you were doing an asana, you'd focus in certain places, right? And in between, you wouldn't look around, that your focus would be relaxed and flowing, because the eyes darting around tends to disperse our energy. So it's not about reprimanding ourselves, but just, I think, exploring what's it like when I ask my eyes to settle like a butterfly for a moment in the sun. So you could close your eyes and let them settle and just enjoy the coming and going of your breath and whatever effects the practice is having on you. Everyone is so different, right? Some people love technical detail and challenge, and it makes them feel enlivened. Other people, too much of it feels irritating. So whatever your experience is, just smile to yourself. Perhaps you envision the shining light of the sun for a moment. Good. And then would you bring one hand to your low belly, so your thumb is thumb or index fingers on or near the navel. So basically that's a reference. So most of your hand is just below the navel, not all the way down into the pubic area, but below the navel, this special exhale center. And then bring your other hand to your chest, mid or upper, might be off to one side, that's okay. And let's just gently invite the directional flow of breath that supports and lengthens our spine. So as you breathe in, the chest space expands. Attend mostly to that, and then allow the breath to expand into the belly. Then inhale, this area under your hand, gradually drawing it in. A couple breaths like that. Beautiful. Then you can release your hands down. If your legs are extended, would you bend your knees and stand your feet on the floor? Let's start with the arms alongside of your body on the floor. So the feet should be just kind of dropped underneath your knees, not far away, and not, you don't have to pry your feet close to your butt, just where it's the knee joints are easy. And when you feel the inhale in your chest, let that give you the cue to begin to lift your pelvis away from the ground. The tail can thread between your thighs, come to a comfortable height. Exhale, draw in the belly as you flow down, back to the floor. So feel the genesis of inhale in your chest and initiate from the bottom of the spine. Exhale, flow the belly in and bring the pelvis down. Repeat that one more time. Good. Okay. Now, when you come down, let's explore for a moment, friends. Could you begin to slide your arms along the floor like you're doing a very slow snow angel? And your arms come to a place where you feel the chest is a little more open. It might be side or a little higher than shoulder height. There might be a stretch, but there's no discomfort. And where you can still rest your arms, would you repeat a couple more of these movements with the arms like this and see what it's like keeping the arms up on the floor in an upward gesture, not moving your arms, just keep them there. Inhale, lift the pelvis, exhale, lower. And then the last time, you could rest a moment, and the last time, when you're ready, go and stay for one breath cycle. Yeah. And eventually, an exhale will bring the pelvis down. You can lower the arms. Pause. Close your eyes. If you want to palm your eyes for a couple breaths, you're welcome to do that. Okay, very good. Would you now bring your knees towards your chest and your hands on your knees? And let's inhale and raise both feet to the sky and raise your arms overhead on the floor. Hands come to the floor. And exhale, bend the knees. Hands land on the knees and bring your knees to your chest. So have your feet be ever so slightly apart, not touching each other. Inhale, extend the legs so the feet don't touch each other. Yeah, they're slightly apart, so your legs learn how to work together and independently. Beautiful, good. And continue once or twice more, please. Okay, when you finish this one, pause a moment. Can you become aware now, lying on your back, of the feeling of length in the back of your neck and the relationship between the bottom of your chin and your chest, like we did in standing? You could even put one, the index finger on the chin and the thumb on the sternum, so that when we extend the legs, we don't want to lift the chin away from the chest. You want to keep that very subtle flowing length in the back of the neck. So could you try this movement again a couple times if you'd like, having an awareness, a bhavana of the length in the back of the neck. Jaw is relaxed as you inhale and extend the legs and arms. Exhale, bend. Super. Okay, bravo, brava. Settle your feet down when you finish, let your hands rest. I don't know if anybody else has bifocals or something like that. When you're trying to read the computer screen and you're lifting and lowering, sometimes the back of the neck gets shortened. So this can be so helpful for that. Friends, let's look at the pond posture. The pond posture. Physically, it's not so dramatic, but the breath is really, really interesting. So let's lengthen the legs down. Feet on the floor, long legs. If that stresses you, then bend your knees, soles of the feet on the floor, but extend the legs, and the legs can be, classically, this is done with the legs and the feet together. If that makes your back happy, fine, but if you feel like your back is shortened or pinched, then have some space between your legs. The legs can be active or they could be relaxed. Whatever allows you ease, comfort, and the flow of your breath. Okay, so now we'll start with the hands down, palms on the floor next to your pelvis, relatively comfortably close. Before we begin the movement, we tune into the genesis of the body movement, the movement of our breathing. The eyes are relaxing and it's spreading through your system like a ripple spreads through a pond. You feel the breath flowing in and out of your nose. You employ a very soft ujjayi, whispered feeling and sound in the throat during the exhalation and inhalation. Inhale, I feel this lightness, space in the chest. Exhale, flowing, drawing the belly in gently. Now keep that flowing as you inhale. Now lift your arms gradually away from the ground, through the air, overhead. Pause after the inhale. Now stay there. Exhaling, feel the flowing drawing in of the belly from the pubis to the base of the ribs. Pause. Stay there for the inhale. Again, feel your chest receive the inhale gradually. Pause. Exhale as your belly draws in, gradually reverse the movement of your arms. So we'll go like that again in the timing of your breath. Staying a breath, okay? Long, flowing, comfortable breaths, chin slightly down. Feel the exhale, the emptying of the belly. This is the pond, right? The hollowing of the belly. And pausing. Beautiful. And then you'll come down on the next exhale. And let's go one more time. Stay 2 breaths with pauses after inhale and exhale. Eyes are closed. When that completes, separate your legs a little bit, a little more space between your body and your arms, palms forward towards the sky. Close your eyes, Shavasana now. Let the pond now just pool and soak into the earth, resting your body of water into the support of the earth, illuminated by the sun, illuminated by your highest, deepest inner knowing. Slowly, when ready, bend the knees, bring the feet to stand on the floor. Pause there a moment, please. And we'll bring our knees to our chest and we'll do a few repetitions of our friend Apanasana, the hands over the knees. And when you exhale, the elbows bend and the thighs come towards the front of your body. Inhaling, the knees move away so that gently lengthens your arms. And just do that a few times. Focus in the Apana region. This posture is named after this area where we place our hand on the low belly, this area of elimination, of cleansing, of support for the lower back as well. Once or twice more like that. Very beautiful. When you complete that one or one more if you wish, pause a moment and then we'll take a gradual transition rolling to the side and we'll come to sitting for a couple more explorations. When we gradually come to sitting, you can settle for a moment and feel your sitting bones descending, resting into the support underneath you. So the organs of your abdomen and pelvis can relax. So the lower back is neither pushing forward nor pulling back. It is feeling the downward connection in the crown of the head floating. And we'll explore now thumb sliding nyasa. So rest with the back of your hands on your legs, please, and the ends of your thumbs at the base crease of your index fingers. Eyes are closed. The back of your skull floats up, chin to chest relationship. As you inhale, slide your thumbs up the index fingers to the ends. Little pause. Exhale as the belly flows in, slide the thumbs gradually back down. Little pause. Then move to the next finger. So the basic pattern is inhaling, thumbs gradually sliding up the fingers. Pause a little. Exhale, reversing. Thumbs sliding down. And pause. And go like that several times. After the little finger, return to the index finger. Please continue a bit more. If it's comfortable to extend the pause a little bit without straining, if it feels delightful, the pauses might lengthen. Do what's comfortable. This will be your last breath like that. Let the breath be for a moment and contact and feel the liquid quality of your body, the fluid, liquid nature of your body, the flowing inner rivers of veins and arteries, the brain and the spinal cord floating, swimming in cerebrospinal fluid, the joints bathed by synovial fluid, the cells floating, a feeling of the liquidity of your physical being. There's a chant that says, when we know the source of water, we know the source of ourself. Imagine now you're this liquid being sitting in nourishing, warming, illuminating sunlight, and how light can travel through water. Let the sun move into your body and illuminate those areas that need extra light and support. A couple of ujjayi breaths, feeling the light enter your body. Exhale, it spreads through the waters of your body. And after this breath cycle, just let yourself sit and feel and be for a moment in this sunlight. We can chant a little bit. You can listen and then repeat with me when you like. Starting a bit quietly. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. 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 So inhaling, face your palms up like you're receiving sunlight. Exhale, bring that into your eyes, cover your eyes. Rest in that for a breath. When ready, let it inhale, open your palms again, so receiving this illumination. Exhale, bring it to the heart, light connecting into the inner light of your heart. Rest there for a breath. Next, inhale again. Inhale, palms receive, open. Exhale, let's bring the hands to the abdomen, or could also be hand on the low back if you wish. Rest there for a moment. Light in the lower body, pelvis, legs. And then we'll inhale, raise the hands a little higher, receive the light. And exhale, move the hands from head to feet, a gesture across the whole body. And we'll repeat that again. Inhaling, raise, receive. Exhale, spread it through your body. And one more time. Then we can sit, bring your palms together when you're finished. You could let your eyes open, receive the light through your eyes. Thank you, light beings. Namaste. All right. Good to see everyone. Some of you haven't seen since the new year. Happy New Year.